Hey guys, hopefully you can hear me. There is someone mowing the grass outside, but sorry, I've been kind of working my ass off. I've worked 7/12s in 8 days, so I really haven't had time to make videos. But this is one of the great channels that I love to watch sometimes, and um, a lot of it is negative, but I always want to see both sides of the coin and then make your own decision. But I want to show you China here. Country Garden has just days to avoid default on dollar bonds. Grace period in September 5th to 6th on 22.5 million of interest. This is a home builder, guys. The builder has about 187 billion with a B of total liabilities, making it among the most indebted property firms in the world. Must pay a combined $22.5 million note interest within a grace period that ends September 5th through 6th. Failure to pay would allow creditors to call a default, which could risk worse fallout from the China Evergrande Group in 2021. Given Country Garden has 4 times more property projects, it told creditors it had yet to make the dollar interest payments, while the firm's other debt payments and extension along with policy support for the housing market lifted its share 14.6% Monday. It remains down 61.8% this year. Most of the dollar notes are still indicated at deeply distressed levels ranging from 9 cents to 13 cents even after rising Monday. Now, as a as a value investor, distressed bonds is an area that we like to look into sometimes. I'm saying we, not me personally per se, but value investors around the world. A lot of them make a lot of money by buying distressed debt. Maybe a company is going bankrupt, and there's people are worried that maybe they will default, and you might be able to pick up a dollar for a penny, or pennies on the dollar if they don't default. Now, of course, if they do default, your investment would basically be worthless. But if you're getting a dollar for a penny, you only need to be right 1 out of 100 times to break even, to not lose money. So even if a couple of them make their payments and don't default, you can make a lot of money this way. All right, Country Garden dollar bonds are deep in distress. Granted, this is not financial advice. This is just my personal opinion. I would not invest in this company. That's my personal opinion. But there are a lot of other companies that might be in a similar situation where it could be very profitable to take a chance on them. Country Garden's 8% bond due 2024. Country Garden 6% bond due 2025. Country Garden's 5.6% bond due 2026. And as you can see, This used to be close to $1 just a couple months ago. And now we're talking 10 cents on the dollar. Bloomberg reported Sunday that Country Garden, helmed by one of China's richest women, Yang Henan, had wired a coupon payment coming due to something denominated a bond, the 2.85 million something, which is 600,000 US dollar coupon. So basically, the CEO or owner of this company, granted they have what was it, 185 billion in debt, and the owner had to pay $600,000 out of her own pocket. The builder also won crucial breathing room on a maturing yuan note to receive sufficient support in a vote that ended late Friday to stretch payments on the 3.9 billion yuan, which is $537 million of US dollars of outstanding principal into 2026, according to filings to the Shanghai Stock Exchange private disclosure platform that were seen by Bloomberg News. The security had a September 2nd maturity, which meant it was to effectively fall due September 4th, the next business day. Despite the ringgit coupon repayment and the extended onshore bond, we do not believe that Country Garden's funding conditions have significantly improved, though the company might be incentivized to repay dollar bond coupons to avoid any cross default. The ability of Country Garden and most privately owned developers to stay afloat still hinges on a meaningful and sustained recovery of home sales, which we still view as challenging. The builder is important to Chinese financial markets and the nation's economy due to its sheer size, with more than 3,000 housing projects in smaller cities and about 70,000 employees. Country Garden's fate is in the spotlight as China's broader property debt crisis heads into its fourth year. Markets were jolted when it missed the initial deadline for the dollar bond interest payments last month, with Chinese junk dollar bonds largely issued by builders falling to their lowest levels this year at distressed levels under 67 cents. And these are all the payments due. And this is this month. So this is just the month of September. All these payments are due. And this company is basically broke. They have no money. No money at all. And look at this, guys. They owe $187 billion and they can't even make a $600,000 they can barely make a $600,000 payment, and they can't make a $22 million payment. Now, this isn't even attacking the principal. This is just a 1 month interest payment. I might let's just say somebody has a $10,000 loan, for example, and let's say the monthly interest payment is $100 or $200 a month. This is like, you know, you got a loan for 10 grand, but you can't even pay $100. You know, it's really sad. But this could be an opportunity for somebody, not necessarily this company, but this company I think will default. Maybe they won't. I don't know. Maybe this lady has, you know, an extra couple $1 billion under her mattress at home. But if they default, this could cause a lot of chaos in China. And, you know, as most of you know from hearing me talk about this, is most of the average person in China, 80% of their wealth is tied to real estate. So if if 80% of their real estate portfolio is basically worthless, you know, most of the population of China just got 80% poor overnight. You know, if you got a net worth of 100,000, you know, you're down to 20,000. If you got a net worth of $1 million, you're down to 200,000. But like I said, guys, some of these distressed bonds could be profitable. Anyway, thanks for watching.